Here's an update from the KSHB 41 Weather Center. A lot going on. We are tracking one heck of a storm system. So let's go through this. We're in a high wind watch for Tuesday night into Wednesday. We could have wind gusts 50 to 60 miles per hour, and there are wind advisories and fire weather warnings out to the south and west where they're not going to get much rain, and they could have winds over 50 to 60 miles per hour. So really incredible. There is also a winter storm watch in effect for northwest Missouri, northeast Kansas, a blizzard warning in central and western Nebraska. Unbelievable. So yeah, there are areas in our viewing area that have a winter storm watch and a high wind watch. Would not surprise me if they move that winter storm watch farther south. Not necessarily for the amount of snow, but the snow we get, even if it's a couple inches, with 50 to 60 mile per hour winds. And so let's just go through all of this here and just take it one thing at a time. So this evening, a few sprinkles or rain showers are possible. You notice the thicker clouds moving in, definitely a sign of change. 3 to 5 in the morning, rain and thunderstorms will begin to move in, and some could be pretty heavy. And if you could have some hail, if you could have a 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gust, but mostly just some torrential rain. And so tomorrow morning's rush hour is going to be pretty wet, very rainy and thunderstorms. Just be careful out there. Ponding of water can be an issue, and hydroplaning. And the severe weather, though, is going to be mainly south of here. And we're going to talk about that component, too. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., the rain-snow line way back there where that blizzard warning is in Nebraska, northwest corner of Kansas. Look what happens by 7 p.m. That rain-snow line is starting to get closer, and look what's on the leading edge of it, 50 to 60 mile-an-hour winds from the northwest. Those aren't thunderstorms. Those are severe speeds, but they're not with thunderstorms. It's just with this really strong storm. So, and you can see the rain and thunderstorms, the heaviest is off to the east, and the severe is down there in Tennessee to Alabama and Mississippi, and they even look like supercells on this model. It is really rather impressive for them, and it could be a tornado outbreak, unfortunately. We'll be watching that. And we could still have some heavy downpours here in the evening with the new rain coming in, but look between 7 p.m. and midnight. Oh my. Yes, the rain-snow line gets here with winds gusting 50 to 60 miles an hour. That is ridiculous, and that's why you can have blizzard conditions. Now, surely it's not going to stick. It's too warm. Well, that's not the case, because if temperatures drop to 30, 29, or 28, then, and it's also before sunrise, there's no sunlight, you are going to get the water underneath to freeze, and even if it's a half inch of snow on top, it can become very, very slick, and we probably get more than a half inch on top with some of the new data coming in, so we'll have to watch that closely. Now, if it's 32, 33, 34, grassy surfaces, decks, bridges, overpasses would be the surfaces that would get slick. But if it gets colder, we're leaning in that direction. We have northwest winds gusting to 50 to 60 miles per hour. That cold air will just get forced right in from the north, and very quickly too, so that the precipitation will catch up to the precipitation. Then by 5 a.m. we are still in the snow on Wednesday, and so the Wednesday morning rush hour could be quite messy, and it is March. That's the good news here. So if you don't like snow, because by afternoon we might see a peak of the sun and temperatures 35 to 40, we'll have improving road conditions during the afternoon, and the rate of improvement will depend on how bad it is in the morning. If it's just a few decks, bridges, overpasses, by noon it'll be fine. But if it's a big mess, it could take all day for it to just gradually improve. So let's talk about the severe weather first. Today and tonight, there's a level 3 of 5 risk in Oklahoma and North Texas, level 2 of 5 up to Wichita for hail, strong winds, and possibly some tornadoes. And we're on the northern edge of this level 1 of 5 risk for later tonight, and that would be for some hail and maybe some gusty winds. Tomorrow, we're also in a level 1 of 5 risk for hail and some gusty winds, a level 3 of 5 risk from Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, all the way to the Florida Panhandle. That could be a tornado outbreak, so we won't be dealing with that. Unfortunately, down there they will. So we'll be hopefully won't be hearing a lot about it, because hopefully it'll be a dud, but I don't think so. It's a pretty strong storm. So here we are in a level 1 of 5 risk. Now the winter component, the snow. Right now, we're looking at a dusting to 2 with 1 to 3 up in northwest Missouri and northeast Kansas, but that could shift a little farther south. We'll have to see how this goes. And also, that doesn't sound like a lot of snow, but like I said, you couple that with 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, and also you have the high water underneath freezing. It's slick, it's a mess. And yes, you could get power outage, not necessarily from the snow collecting on power lines. It will be a wet snow, but the 50 to 60 mile per hour winds can cause some power outages. Oh my goodness, there's a lot there. And then how about rainfall? A widespread 1 to 2 inch rainfall event. That's the good news as we go into the growing season. We need the precipitation. There will be pockets that see 2 to 3 inches of rain. There will be pockets that see 1/4 to 1 inch of rain, kind of just depending on how the thunderstorms set up here later tonight and tomorrow. So in summary, there's a lot here. Tonight, low 50 to 55, rain and thunderstorms, very heavy at times, move in 3 to 5 in the morning, wind south to southeast 15 to 25. Tuesday, periods of rain and thunderstorms, very heavy at times. We may get a little break 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. with some lighter rain or not much rain, south to southeast wind 10 to 20. Then, Tuesday night and Wednesday, windy, rain, snow, low of 30. If it's 30, we have an issue, or even 29 or 28. Very windy, rain changing to snow by midnight, will end early Wednesday. Dusting to 2 inches is possible. Roads may get slick Wednesday morning. Winds northwest 25 to 40, gusting 50 to 60 miles an hour. Oh my. And the winds on Wednesday will come down later in the day, but still a pretty windy day. On the Super 10 day, well, it is March weather madness, because after this storm, we might have a little system Friday and Saturday with some rain. And then look at that, a week from now in the 70s. But those aren't here to stay either. If we get snow Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, I don't think we're done with the snow in March. It is going to be a wild March here in Kansas City. Have a great day, stay healthy, and stay with KSHB 41, and we'll keep you advised.